Evening, everyone. Just finding you all on my phone so I can see comments. Okay, right. So a few people are joining, which is good. Let's just see if I've got you all. Right, okie dokie. So I can see quite a few of you are on. You don't want to look at the top of my head. Let's make a little start. So evening everybody. Welcome to my Wednesday night Facebook Live. My name is Stacey Marsh. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up here in the UK. It is the, actually I don't even know what day it is, no idea. 8th of September, wow. I've been to work today, so I feel a little bit frazzled. I am going to make some Christmas cards this evening with the new Merriest Moments hybrid bundle. So I hope you enjoy that. Excuse the mess behind me. I have a craft retreat this weekend that I'm busy prepping for. So a little bit messy here. My voice isn't synced with my mouth. Oh, it's not good, is it, Bev? I don't know how to correct that. Has it got any better? Oh. You're right, it's not, is it? I can see me chatting away. Shall I stop and start again? What do you reckon? No, no better. Okay, let me stop this and start again and see. I'll see if I can pause it. Hang on. Any better with the sound and voice? I don't know, I can't tell. See if anyone leaves a comment. We're just having some problems with sound for anyone who's joining in. Yes, that's better. Excellent. Right, okay, let's start again. Right, so welcome to Wednesday night's Facebook Live. Hopefully you can all hear me now. Excuse me, I'm having a really bad hair day as well. So I'm going to use the Merriest Moments hybrid bundle tonight. I want to show you how that works. It's not completely clear in the catalogue. We'll just stop the sound on here. So hopefully this will clarify things. There's going to be a change from next week to my Facebook Lives. I'll tell you a bit more about that at the end. So let's get crafting. Here we go. I'm just going to flip my camera around. I just need to turn my lights on and then we should be able to get started. Right, you can see my desk. I'm just going to raise this a little bit because we're going to use the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine tonight. Turn my lights on. I can't have my lights on when I'm starting because all you can see in my eyes is bright rings, the reflection from my glasses. Right, okay, so let's get started. This is the Merriest Moments stamp set, which we used a bit of on Sunday night's live. So I've used it to create these pieces for this card design, and this sentiment also comes from there as well. Evening to you, Louise. But with this stamp set, not only comes the dies, there's lots of dies, you have this beautiful piece in the embossing folder. Can you see that? It's a hybrid embossing folder. So the hybrid embossing folders are basically, they do more than just emboss. So here's a little bit I made it. I'm going to show you how this all works. So this is just straight embossing on a rectangular piece of card. So you could use that on the front of your card, away you go. there is a die. These are the dies. You have this die here that you place around like so to get this piece, which is just beautiful. Absolutely love that piece. It's a real thick embossing as well, because it's a 3D one. You've got a real deep emboss on there, and I love the other side, the deboss side. Really, really like that. And then you have this piece. So you've got this intricate die here, like so, that you line up in your embossing folder with your piece of card, and not only does it emboss, but it will cut out as well. So I'm going to show you how to get that with all 3 pieces. I love this because you can get some really amazing cards. Just look at that, very vanilla on very vanilla. How stunning is that? And then you've got this piece here. So I'm going to show you how we get those 3 lovely pieces. So let's get a piece of card, shall we, to get us started. Right, so I am going to cut. Feel free to add questions and comments in the comments, and I will try and keep up. Okay, so I want 2 pieces of this. I'm just cutting it in half and then half again. And then we're going to bring in our lovely Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine like this. Mine needs a bit of a clean. So for the straight embossing, we're going to need plate number 1 here. Okay, pop that in. And then all you're going to do is you're going to open up your embossing folder, lay it on, close it, and then always put it through spine first. Because it's a 3D embossing folder, you actually need just plate number 1 and plate number 4, which is the dark grey plate. Okay, and then just wheel it through, and it actually goes through quite smoothly. Okay, and then open up our embossing folder, and we have that. How pretty is that? It's so delicate, so elegant. Okay, and then, so that is our first piece. For piece number 2, we are going to need this die. Evening Simone, thanks for joining us. So this die, if you open your embossing folder up, you will be able to lay this on, and it's this side it needs to lay on. Okay, so not the piece with the Stampin' Up sign, but the other side, and it will actually sit in place, so you will feel the grooves and it will just lay in place. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over here. Okay, so that is laying in place. We're going to put our piece of white card on top, close our embossing folder, just make sure it is lined up, and it is. And then again, crease side first, lay your plate number 4 on top and run it through. Lift it up. Oh, I've put my die in the wrong way, silly me. Right, we're just going to do that one again. Let me get another piece of card. This was going so well. Right. So, we're going to put the die up the right way this time, and then we might get somewhere. Right, die up the right way. I had the blade facing down, or the cutting side facing down. That's it. Does anyone else have a preference of which way they run their plates through? Mine's always left to right. Okay, so this, as if like magic, we open it up, we take our die off, take that piece off, and it leaves us with this beautiful embossed and die cut piece. How amazing is that? I think that's so pretty. So here is our first one, which is just the rectangular piece of card. Here is the second one, and that sits on there just like so. I'm going to make something with that in a minute. Okay, and then the piece to resistance is the next one. So for the next one, you need to just change the way you do this slightly. Okay, so for the next one, I've got my piece of white card and I want my detailed die. So this one here. Okay, so with the detailed die, we're going to cut that first. So we need to change our plates again. So we need 1, 2, 3, like so, and we're going to cut that one out from that piece. More money, sorry Janine. And we're going to wheel that through. Now, the reason we're going to wheel it through first is, one, we want to make sure, because it's an intricate die, that it is all cut out nicely. And two, if we emboss and then die cut, it will squash the embossing. So we're going to do it this way. And this is the way I found with this intricate die, you get the best effect. Okay, so that's our little rubbish piece. And then we have this, which again, it looks beautiful cut out like that. It's a different sort of style. But now watch what we're going to do. We're going to put this in here. This side. Okay. So you just want to feel to make sure that the dents go in. Okay. So then we're going to line it up. So the same as we did before with the die, we're now going to line up this die piece. Okay. Close it. Make sure that it sits where we want it to sit, and it does. I'm going to go back to plate number 1 and plate number 4, run it through. No worries Sandra, nice to have you with us. We're just playing with the Merriest Moments bundle, getting into the Christmas spirit. And now when we open, fingers and thumbs, we have a die cut and embossed intricate piece. Look at that. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Hello Mum, nice of you to join us this evening. We're doing some embossing die cutting, and this little ridge round here around the edge is just really, really effective. So that is our hybrid embossing folder that we use with our dies. And now we're going to turn them all into cards. So I'm going to make 2 cards. I'm going to wheel this back down. Catalogue doesn't, does it? Catalogue really doesn't do it justice. So where is it in the catalogue? Let's have a little look. Because I think this gets lost as well. Where are you, hybrid? What page number is it on? Merriest Moments is on page 43. Here it is. No, it really doesn't, does it? So this is Merriest Moments. So it shows you there that the die is sitting on the embossing folder. And actually when you look really up close, if you see this one here, you can see that that piece is embossed. But yeah, it's not massively shown in the catalogue, is it? Which is a shame. But here we are today, all together, and we're going to make a card. Right, so I want to cut this piece down ever so slightly to go on our card front, because this piece that I've cut is actually the same size as a card front. So I'm going to take 1/2 centimetre off each side. And don't worry, this will cut some of it off, but don't panic. All will be revealed. taking 1/2 centimetre off the sides and the ends of this piece, like so. And one of my favourite colours at Christmas that goes with white is navy. Navy and white at Christmas is just lovely. Big fan of navy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down. I'm going to go with 10.5 centimetres. Cut my strip, turn it round and score at 14.9. Okay. Here we go. So we can now put this piece on here like so, and I'm going to stick that down just with a little bit of wet glue, like so. And then this is the piece I'm going to use, or shall we use this piece? I like it like that. What do you think? I think that's really pretty. So let's raise that up on some pads, shall we? Evening, Zaina. Thanks for joining us. We're just playing with some Christmas products. This is the Merriest Moments bundle. Okay, so let's line that up so that it goes nicely over that embossed piece. Look at that. So you've got that lovely detailed embossing on the base layer, and when you lift this up slightly, which I am going to kind of curl it, you can see the embossing beneath, like so. Really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit, I'm going to bring this in. Now the other die that comes with this set is this little stitched rectangle, and it sits just nicely in there. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to do some embossing. I'm going to emboss my sentiment, and I'm going to use Thinking of You this festive season. So I'm just going to go, give my cardstock a little bit of a white with an embossing buddy, and then I want my Versamark. Let's stamp that down like so. And then I'm going to go with gold. I know a lot of people say silver and navy, but I am going to go with gold. I don't often use gold embossing powder. Okay. And I do love metallic embossing on dark card. I think it looks so pretty. Let's give this a little heat. Navy and gold, look at that. Okay, questions come. I can't see very clearly. Is the die and embossing folder exclusively Christmas? Yes, so this is a Christmas set. There is a non-Christmassy hybrid embossing folder in the annual catalogue. I can't think of what it's called, Janine, I'm really sorry. It's a floral one, I know that much. I'm just going to run this through. Die machine. Okay, so the reason I've done it that way round is because it makes it easier to stamp straight or to get your die straight. Oh, look at that. Just like that. Like so. And I actually don't think that needs anything more. What about you? I think that's a really nice, simple but effective card. Really, really nice. I'm quite chuffed with that. Not a lot to it at all, just cards, just plain cardstock. And then we have this one to do something with. What shall we do with it, guys? So let's add a little bit of Wink of Stella, which is another favourite thing at Christmas. So let's just add some Wink of Stella to here. And this changes it a little bit more. Makes it a little bit sparkly. So Wink of Stella is like a glitter brush. It comes in clear. It just adds a little bit of sparkle. At Christmas, it is your best friend. And everyone loves a little bit of sparkle at Christmas. I'm just going over that emboss layer. Like so. So now when I lift that to the camera, it's really hard to see this actually because of the light. No, you can't really see the sparkle. You can just see it start like glimmering a little bit. But if I show you on this one, which is one I made earlier, look at the sparkle on that. It's really, really pretty. Okay, right, so let's add this to a card. Let's use some green, shall we? Let's go green and red at Christmas. Let's go Mossy Meadow, shall we? No? Let's go Garden Green. I need this bundle. Yes, this bundle is brilliant, isn't it? Okay, so let's do another style card now. I'm going to cut this at 14.9 centimetres. I could put that inside, Janine. What a genius idea. I love that. Oh, I don't want to cut that. I'll just for it. So on the green, I am going to pop that just there. But before I do that, I am going to add something in the background. Let's add a little bit of DSP, shall we? So let's do 10. And this is free paper at the moment. This paper comes free when you spend £45, 12 by 12 set. Okay, so let's put that on there, but let's add a little bit of ribbon, shall we? what am I doing? Right, okay, let's add a little bit of ribbon down here. We're going to use, I need everything she uses. Oh, bless you. Let's go traditional Christmas now, shall we? If there is such a thing anymore. Okay, so already I'm loving this. Like so. Pop that on. Right, that's better. So that is on. Okay, we're going to pop this on like so. I actually feel like that needs to be darker, but we're going to go with it. Oh, do you know what I do like? I do like the debossed side, actually. I know I've glittered that, but I really like that debossed side. I'm being very, yeah, let's use the debossed side. Indecisive. I suppose no different than normal. Okay. Just check my phone. We're doing okay. So that is on there like so. Now in the stamp set is a different sentiment, which is lengthways. What's the way? What do you call it? Landscape, that's the word. Let's use that now. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut this out of, let's do, should we do white? Double layer that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I want to stamp this in real red, and I've got my block to put that on. Perfect. Bring it back in. I like it a lot. Let's add a little dimensional between that. And stick that down. Now, obviously we need a bit more of something on there, so let's do a little bow. This piece of ribbon. I saw someone else do this the other day. They cut their ribbon in half, and it just felt like a genius idea. Okay. So you get a little bit of fray, but also you don't necessarily want a huge bow. You get a little sort of frayed style. I want a kind of messy looking bow. before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. I want some holly. So let's have some holly. I'm conscious that this is running quite a lot over. So thanks for sticking with me tonight. At the start of this, I was going to say that I'm going to be changing my live schedule from not next week, but the week after. So now the children are back at school and I am back in the office. My working days are Wednesdays and Thursdays, which is great. Love it. I'm loving being back in the office. I'm loving being around the children, and I'm loving being around people again. But I come home on a Wednesday and I am pooped. So from the week after next, I am going to be live on a Tuesday evening instead at 8:30. I don't work Tuesdays. Tuesdays is going to be one of my craft days. I'll be at home, so I will have time to prepare. And on Wednesday, when I get home from work, I can spend the evening for the children. So also on a Wednesday next week, starting next week, we have brownies, which is 6 till 7:30. So I can't be in 3 places at once. So I'm sure you won't mind, but you will no longer find me on a Wednesday, you'll find me on a Tuesday. But not next week, so this is from the following week. Okay. Sounds like a great plan. I think so too, Sue. I think so too, Sue. Couldn't speak then. We'll have a little bit of holly on this. Really didn't want any more Christmas stuff. Sorry, Janine. Okay, so let's put him up there. And then we'll stick the berries over the top, like so. And then we've got our little crazy bow about there. So let's put that on with a glue dot. Okay, and there we have it. I just need to pop the insert inside that card, but there we have 2 cards made this evening with that hybrid embossing folder. Just to clarify, we have this layer, which is my layer underneath here. We have this layer here, that is this one that we've used here, but I've used the debossed side as opposed to the embosser, which I really, really like. I love turning the embossing folders over. And then we have this intricate die here that we have embossed as well, and we've used that over the top there. So those are those 2 cards that I've made tonight live with you, and here's one I've made earlier, like so. So this is Evening Evergreen with grey granite cardstock that I've just gone over with some ink and a blending brush and a wink of Stella pen to get that lovely sparkle, and then I've just kept it really simple with sentiment. So that's really quick Christmas card making, I think, for 3 very, very different looks. So that is the Merriest Moments bundle. You'll find it on page 43 of the annual catalogue. It costs £50.25. So when you purchase that between now and the end of September, you can choose a free celebration item, and you can choose, if you so wish, these lovely Peaceful Prints designer series papers that I have used, one of them as my backdrop here. And this is the card that we made on Sunday using this set, and I've just used the stamps and then these Peaceful Prints papers. So that's it from me. The link to shop is at the top of this post, or alternatively you can go to www.staceymarsh.co.uk. Don't forget to enter the host code when you're ordering so that you'll get a free gift from me next month. And that's it from me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, sticking with me when I made a few boobos at the start with the sound. I won't be live on Sunday this week. I've got my first ever retreat that I'm organising with 2 other demonstrators. So wish me luck. It's 2 years in the making. We should have done it 2 years ago, but because of COVID, it's been postponed. So should this one go well, which I fingers crossed and I hope it will do, watch this space for a date coming out next year for a bigger retreat. So yeah, we will see how that goes. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great few days, have a great week, and I will see you all very, very soon. If you need anything in the meantime, give me a shout, send me a text if you've got any questions. Thanks then, bye for now.